Welcome to our retirement, folks. I never filmed it. I should have filmed that, shouldn't I?
Well, you were busy making it, weren't you? Can't do both.
Yeah, well, I could have set camera up.
Oh.
She said, oh, I'll be annoyed.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Hiya, folks.
We're just saying, what did we do yesterday?
And I helped Pat make that chili. And I just
Said he should have filmed it, and we didn't. We were that busy making it.
oh.
Trevor thinks it's all right. I'm not so sure. I think I've lost my touch.
I'll see you later.
Have a nice time, love.
Love you,
Bye. Aletha's going out for brunch with her friends.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, so we made this vegan chili, which I think is very hot. You said it tasted all right. We had to mess about with it, didn't we?
If you make a chili, it needs to have a kick, doesn't it? And it does.
Yeah. It's over there.
It's not made with meat, of course.
No, it's not. It's plant food. Into this looks like a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I don't tell you what I think it looks like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, and we have loads of cookbooks, different ones, and the only one I could find it in was...
Have you made a chili before?
No,
Oh.
no, I've never made a chili. I've made spaghetti bolognese. This is a world cookbook, and it's falling to bits. I've had it
1970 when we come out of army.
Yeah, it was the first cookbook we bought, wasn't it?
It was.
And I mean, I cooked spaghetti bolognese out of this, and we used to do steak Alan Nelson.
Yeah, yeah.
That's lovely, that. Steak cooked with potatoes, and it's in a cream
And mushroom
and
sauce.
mushroom sauce. It's really nice. And as you can see, I've done this to bits. It's falling to bits.
I'm going to say it was red.
It was red. It
covered
is red.
it.
I covered it, didn't I, to keep it.
What is it, wallpaper?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. Oh, it might have been a what is it, paper? Birthday paper or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, there weren't a lot of ingredients in this chili. And it wasn't what I call... It didn't have any kidney beans in. Well, I always thought chilies had kidney beans in. And
Kidney beans.
Red kidney beans. And this didn't have any.
So, we put some in.
I've put some in, yeah.
And you didn't have any tomatoes in it? Any tomato?
No, it was water.
Tin tomatoes.
It was water, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
I put 2 tins of tomatoes in.
You're looking for it?
Yeah, 448.
Oh, right.
So all it says with this, it's telling you
Beef.
which we've used plant stuff. 3 garlic cloves, 2 tablespoonfuls of lard. I haven't used lard because they're vegans, so I've used olive oil. A quarter cup of flour, red peppers, or 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Now, I checked on that this morning because I thought maybe tablespoons. It wasn't tablespoons.
It was.
4 slices of onion, finely minced, salt, pinch of oregano.
Which we
No, we
didn't
didn't have oregano.
So put allspice in, which I don't know.
No, not allspice. Mixed spice.
Mixed spices, all right.
Yeah.
Hot water.
hot water, it says. Now, I've used tomatoes.
Yeah, so no.
No,
Don't say on it. Does it say on it?
yeah, 4 slices, finely minced. Well, I chopped it up small. No. And that,
You put carrots in. Well,
I put carrots in. Now, the carrots, I should have cooked them first, I think.
yeah, you should.
Because they're still a bit on the hard side. So
I've tasted it, and I think it tastes. I think it's got
a kick.
a kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when I tasted it first, there was something in there I didn't like taste of.
Oh well, it what?
Probably.
It mixed.
So I had to add some what sauce? Lee Perry.
No, Henderson's relish.
Henderson's
because
relish.
That's
vegan.
Vegan, whereas Worcester sauce is not.
Right.
Well, we always have both in.
So I put some Worcester sauce in, and I also put some sugar in it.
Yeah.
And some pepper.
Well, I did put pepper and salt in.
Yeah. It needed.
I put pepper and salt in tomatoes, you said, before.
Ah, well, it needed a bit more salt
You said
and pepper,
it needed more.
And
And
it
a bit of
needed
sugar.
sweetening up a bit to get that. It had a bittery.
Bitter taste.
Whatever were in that spice, that had a bitter.
Yeah.
So it needed. Anyway, I think it's all right now.
Yeah. Right.
You think it's a bit too strong?
Yeah, a bit overpowering with chilli. But I don't like things too hot.
No, you've got a sweet tooth, you. So you don't like things that are
too harsh. So that's
Too
what we were
spicy.
doing yesterday. And of course I had to have the silly bath thing.
the stuff up your nose.
The stuff up my nose. Apparently they're giving this
And I
out.
helped with that as well.
Oh, you can't do your bath, you can't do your back.
I did a bath.
It won't, because we've got a little shower on our bath that you can just do your hair or I never use it hardly.
I use it to clean bath out afterwards.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, to get rid of soap.
Yeah.
Because normally I put stuff in the bath.
I've had a bath this morning. My hair's all silky.
Oh dear. Oh.
And do you think that stuff you've taken is having an effect?
I haven't noticed out yet. And plus my legs have been swelling up. Now whether that's with taking that, I don't know.
I don't think
But
so.
my
You
ankles
said,
and my legs.
you said they were swelling up before you started taking
I
that.
don't know, I can't remember now. Anyway, they've gone down overnight again. But whether they seem to come up during the day and not go down. And until
It's all
I'm
getting
in
worse,
bed.
folks. Isn't it?
Yeah. It's like
What do you do?
the skin's stretched that tight. It's like
I can't harass these people anymore. than
no,
I am,
I
do I?
know. We're nearly there. Only a couple more days.
You might get there and they won't do it.
Aye, I might.
And what
We'll see.
frightens me is Mummy and Tracy's taking day off to take us, which I
Yeah.
didn't know about.
Yeah.
And I don't
She said you
want
are.
her to do that, because if they don't do it, it's a waste. She's taking day off for note.
Well, I think she's thinking she don't want, she wants to take us, and then she'll be with you while I'm in having done what's supposed to be done.
I'm a
if they
big
do
boy
it.
now, I can be all
I
right.
know, but she's very protective of you. You know she is.
I don't know why. I don't deserve all that. It's a wonder she hasn't disowned me.
Don't be silly. So,
Yeah,
that's that.
I am so.
Oh yeah, let's be silly. And I actually found, while I were up there looking in cookbooks, I actually found this, which is,
Chris sent us that.
yeah, it's the diabetic the Reverse Your Diabetes cookbook.
We look at most of the meals. But
I've
you
looked at these meals. I found a cake.
Yeah, you
I found
do.
a cake that I might have a go at. But everything else in here, it's all like,
Salady stuff.
well, it's like veg. Look, sort of veggie, all tomatoes and
Yeah,
spinach and
don't appeal at all.
olives. And I don't like olives, and I don't like spinach.
I bet there's the cheese in that.
In that one, plain roast
So I
vegetables,
can't have normal cheese.
rosemary, cumin,
You keep them
courgettes,
entertaining while I have a...
another coffee, courgettes, which I'm
Oh,
not
they're
keen on.
tasteless and all that.
Yeah.
Courgette.
Yellow pepper, cloves crushed, pinch of salt and freshly ground black pepper. So it's tomatoes. Well, there does look like cheese on bottom, doesn't there?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. Like I said, I think I've looked through this book before and thought, oh, I don't think I like that. Has stuff in that I don't like.
Well,
So
we're not very experimental.
no, we're not. No, we're very traditional, really. Apart from curries and spaghetti bolognese stuff.
Well, I love spaghetti bolognese. But then when I'm in trouble, I stopped having spaghetti, didn't I?
Yeah, well, you can get
Gluten-free.
gluten-free, which I do have some in cupboard.
We very rarely have it though.
It's just when I do a spaghetti bolognese, I have to do two. A meat one and a vegetarian one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but although they
sometimes-
say don't make food for us, don't
yeah,
they? Tracy and Alethea.
yeah. They do now.
They say don't make us food. We'll get us own.
I used to do Cornish pasties and cottage pie, but well, I could do cottage pie, but not Cornish pasties. Our Alethea loves Cornish pasties.
Our diet's
But
changed a lot
you
since we've
can't
been
eat
here.
pastry. Yeah, when we first came, that's the sort of things I used to make, and it used to take all afternoon doing all these things.
I don't know whether it was illness that interrupted it all. Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I've got a bit
My eyes are watering.
Frightened of making stuff that it won't come out right, I think.
Well, I'm going to talk about something in a bit, and I'm saying with my heart.
Oh,
Look, I want to thank. I've had an amazing response to that video of our crash. It was quite horrific, wasn't it?
yeah.
When you see it, and I've had a lot of lovely comments from you about it. And thank you very much for all them comments that you've made.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, we're
I mean-
finished with it now, aren't we?
Well, in a way we have, and in a way we haven't. I mean, it don't bother me driving. I'm quite okay driving.
Yeah.
But whether all that's happened, I mean, we seem to have been naught but ill since.
Yeah, we do.
And whether that's got aught to do with it, I don't know. I don't really know at all. Whether it's got aught to do with Smash. But we do seem to have had no, but we've gone from one thing
To another,
to
haven't we,
another, haven't
really?
we? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very dubious about getting another camper. not because it's smash, not to do with that.
No.
Not to do it. It's what's happening in the country and in the world. That the cost, the running cost.
You don't know what you might have to do to it either, do you, once you get it?
You don't.
I mean, we had to do a lot to the one we had to get it how it was just before it went up.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I was reading an article this morning about noise. And do you know, I have said right from being, well, I don't know about young, but for many, many years, noise is the worst pollution of all. And now they're doing a survey now, and they're just starting to cotton on to that. They don't necessarily have to be loud noise. It just can be a noise that you find threatening or irritating. And it's funny, but I was watching a video of somebody that goes on cruises, and this lady had been on cruises, and she'd been in rooms within the boat. I mean, I don't know out about
Boats.
the layout of cruise boats and all that.
I think there's inside cabins.
Cabins, that's the word. Yeah.
A view.
She said, because she had gone on a cruise, and for the first time she paid a bit more and got a cabin that overlooked the sea. Great view.
Yeah, outside.
Great view, grey sea,
Yeah.
grey skies and grey sea. That's just my opinion. But this lady said that a cruise holiday depends on your neighbours, because the walls are that thin that you can hear everything. So if you get bad neighbours, that's your holiday ruined. And that's what I mean about noise pollution. And I've discovered that in hotels, because I've had 2 instances where I've been intimidated by noise. They're not necessarily loud noises, but they're just, I mean, you don't have to have a loud noise to keep you awake at night.
No.
You don't.
No.
Your ears don't go to sleep, even if you do. And that's why we went down the camper route. Apart from the fact that I always wanted to do it.
Poor Trevor. He's always had a yearning to live in a caravan. So we eventually we did that.
Well, I was always of the opinion that you had everything you needed in one. You didn't need a big house.
No.
You don't need a large area. You can live comfortably in quite a small space.
Yeah.
It's only materialism that's caused everybody to surround themselves with junk.
Yeah. And then you wanted a camper van, didn't you? Which we got.
Well, that was to get away from park.
Yeah.
Because we didn't like the park that the caravan was on.
No. And that could have been us. I mean, everybody else think, well, I say everybody else, there were some moaners that didn't like it.
Well, there were people who wanted to leave, but they were trapped.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't lose. They knew they'd lose money by selling the vans back to them, so they won't do it.
Yeah. But that wasn't going to trap us. We said, well, if we're unhappy, we're unhappy, and
no way are we going to suffer just for the sake of brass. Your happiness comes before brass.
So, I lately I've been wondering whether it'd be an alternative to getting a small caravan. But it would have to be one that our little car could pull.
500.
Do you think I'm being daft?
The only thing you got to pull is a teardrop, isn't it?
No, surely it'll pull a little bit bigger one than that.
Hey, no,
No?
it slows down going uphill.
Oh, I can't.
Aye.
All right.
If you
Okay.
put out heavy on back, out of any
We're
size,
going backwards.
it's only what is it? Is it an 11 or 1200cc
I
engine in
don't
it?
know.
It's only got a tiny little engine in it, and it weighs now. So blooming thing will be,
Yeah.
you know, the weight ratio is as important as the engine size,
All right.
if not more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're going to be heavier than the car,
Right.
and you don't want that.
No.
So I don't. That'd mean getting a bigger car, and I think road tax and
Yeah.
insurance are going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's another reason why we don't want a camper, isn't it? Because we know we're going to have to pay.
it's just going to eat into us brass too
Yeah.
much. Yeah,
And that it's every year, isn't it? It's not just
yeah,
once.
yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
a once payment.
yeah.
Um,
Anyway, that's
Yep.
that's that. So, but it's weird, really, because I can't put my mind to it until you get right.
yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully, only another couple of days, and might see some progress.
You're joking? They're only going to have a look in your bladder. I mean,
Hmm?
and then you've got to go and have your kidney thing done.
Yeah.
These are just investigations to find out what's wrong. They're not. It's not
Yeah.
treatment
No.
unless they go and discover something in your bladder.
Hmm. I
Um,
don't know. This is what we're
So this
trying to find out.
this
ain't
ain't gonna change anything.
No.
I mean, who knows what will happen when? I mean, they've got to mess about trying to get the kink, whatever it is, out.
If they can get past it, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
We may not.
Anyway, change the subject.
Yes. Change of subject.
I've got another drawing to show you.
It's
This is a pen drawing. This is a pen drawing that I did when we were in Scotland doing our East Coast tour. We went up the east side of Scotland first, and then we went up the west. Yeah, and this is the one. I don't know quite. It were a bit inland, not
Yeah.
too far. Do you remember?
no, I don't.
We went. It was near coast actually, but it was a little inland campsite. And then following day we went. It was a Sunday, and we drove down into this coastal resort, and there were all cars parked right roadside at Rocos. They were all in church, and we saw them come out, and they were all in the Sunday best,
Oh yeah.
and it looked like 1950s.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't
remember
know
that.
which part of Scotland it was. Don't know whether it might have been Gardenstown, but it's called The Fields Are Ripe for Harvest.
Yeah.
It's called.
there's-
So it must have been in September when we went. I think
Right.
it was.
Yeah. They're all bales, aren't they?
Yeah. Corn in foreground.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pen. That's just a pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were going to tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody says, are they for sale? He didn't ask me how much though. He said, are they for sale? Now this is where I come unstuck. I remember poor old Paul and Jane sending somebody around to van to look at my drawings, and
It was 9 o'clock at night.
I didn't deal with it. I never deal. I don't know how to sell my work. It sounds crazy. when you consider I used to run an art gallery.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've tried different things and I haven't got a mechanism, a system set up. I mean, Andy, a subscriber, he printed me quite a few off.
Yeah.
As a nice, just something that he did for me. You know, I don't know how to post them. I don't know how to price them. I just don't know how to sell them. I wasn't really showing you them to make you buy them. I just like to show them to people. The thing is, I've got now so that I daren't pick a pen or a coloured pencil up, because I just don't feel as though I could do it anymore. I sort of feel as though it's gone. I can't do it. And I'm frightened to see what the kind of a mess I'd make if I tried doing it again.
Yeah.
That's...
I'm sure you'd be all right, darling. I'm going to have to get my finger out with cooking, and you're going to have to get your finger out with your pens.
I watched one of you, it's someone called Tina, you was a subscriber, told me about your son and daughter-in-law who live on a narrowboat, and they're artists, full-time artists. And I went and watched their latest video. And you know, they both do lovely stuff, but I especially liked his stuff, these lino prints that he was doing. But all their stuff's small because they live in a confined space. And my stuff was small because of being in a motorhome. And we don't have, there's no more room. I mean, it's a big house, there's a lot of rooms, but it's not our house, and I'm not cluttering it up, Tracy's house up with things. I've got a little bedroom, it has to take place in there. So the work that I produce is small because there's nowhere to put it when I've done it. Like Pat says, the wardrobe's full, so you can hardly get her clothes in.
Well, I can get them in as long as they're not too long, because the bottom half of the wardrobe's full of this big packing case with pictures in that are quite tall pictures, aren't they?
Well, they're that size, aren't they? Framed.
And then framed.
Yeah.
Oh, they might be bigger. Yeah, they're that size of the
whole thing. They're the size of the whole thing with a frame on, yeah. So, in answer to your question, I do not know.
I mean, could they be put in a big envelope with, you know, the bubble wrap stuff to keep it flat and then posted?
Well, I don't know. Would you take that out of that case and send it in a tube?
No.
And then you'd have to frame it.
Because it's got a mount on it as that, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's on a paper.
I know.
It's on a card.
I know.
It's on a card in a cellophane thing, but it's printed on paper. So when Andy sent me them,
they were in
Andy printed.
A little roll.
I sent a load of photographs of the drawings to Andy, and Andy printed some off and sent them to me all in a roll. I don't know whether that's the right way of doing it. For me to send one off to you in a roll, I don't know. You know, in a tube. Pastels, you definitely can't roll them up. They have to be sent off in a flat package, and I don't have packaging. No. I don't have any packaging here. I don't know. I haven't got the mechanism set up. You have to have it all organised, and I don't have it. I don't know how to price them. I've never known how to price my work. The lad on the boat was selling his lino cuts, the prints. I think they were £35 each.
They were, you said. That's what you told me. Yeah.
They were smaller than that, actually.
Yeah.
They were quite small, but you know,
a lot of work, I would think, into lino.
But I don't know how many prints he gets off one.
One lino cutting.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, but it was
Interesting.
fascinating. Yeah.
Watching.
Yeah. I've only watched one of their videos, but I've subscribed to them because what you're going to ask me what they were called? what their channel were called? I don't know.
You can't remember.
No.
You'll have to have a look on there when you've closed down, and then tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for look again.
We'll investigate. Maybe go to the post office and see what we can see.
I don't know.
Oh, he's so negative.
I am. When it comes to my art, I am very negative about it. Yeah. I don't know why. Sorry. Anyway, look, we'll better finish because it's late. It's 31 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, all being well.
Bye.
Bye.